Back at the bus, back at it with another episode, the season finale of The Penguin. It's been a great ride up until this point, and I mean, for me, I enjoyed this point as well.
No, it was great. This was so much better than what I expected when the show first started. Fuck Oswald Cobb forever, like for life. It's over. Like it's just I will never have another fond memory of Oswald Cobb. But the fact that this is still one of the best shows I've ever seen about a character that I absolutely hate is it's masterful. I don't know what else they could have done. Well, I mean, sure, there's going to be points to criticize, but in any case, I thought this was a fantastic finale for real. And hats off to everybody. Colin Farrell. I can't remember the girl who plays Sophia Falcone or Sophia Gigante. She was great. Everybody was great in this episode. The mom was great.
Her name is Kristen Milioti.
There we go. Kristen Milioti.
Yikes. But
playing Sophia Gigante.
Before I get into the actual episode, what are your thoughts on what Colin Farrell has said recently about the fact that he's only going to be in about 5 to 6 scenes in the Batman 2, and there's supposedly a third movie in which he may play a bigger part in.
As long as he dies at some point.
Damn, he got to die.
Justice for my nigga Victor Aguilar. No, he has to die. He has to die. If this show showed us anything, is that anything that you felt for Oswald, crush that shit. Destroy it. Any affinity that you found for that man, any type of empathy you felt for him throughout the series, smash that shit into a million fucking pieces. Because it first of all, it's going to happen. That karma is going to catch up. And sure. And two, we know who runs this city, and it's not Oswald Cobb. So sure. He's been riding on borrowed time.
But this is what you wanted. You wanted a villain who would not be redeemable at the end.
I know, right? I mean that's the way to do it. I'm not complaining. The show was great. It was terrific. I am just saying, fuck Oswald Cobb forever, like ever and ever. You did the job. You made a character that cannot be redeemed. Like, it's impossible. You made a character who is bad for the sake of being bad. He was bad from the day he popped out the womb. His mother could feel it in labor.
Yeah. Well, speaking of his mother, we start off this episode with a throwback, a flashback scene to
it gets right to my main question from last week, huh?
Yes, to essentially find out that it is factual that she knew this entire time that he did indeed kill his brothers, and she knew the entire time. She had the pieces, and I didn't see that coming, to be honest with you. But it was good writing.
I kind of felt like she had to have known at some point, like they got caught in the sewers. Those bodies were going to pop up at some point, but it does a little bit now when you look at those early scenes that we talked about in the first couple of episodes when we met his mother and how hard she was going at him, like, man, you ain't never gonna move me out this shit, huh? Like, what kind of man are you? Like, and so we're looking at that, almost empathizing with Oswald. Like, damn, that's how he ended up the way he did. That's why he ends up chasing the way that he does, trying to get. No. It's so much. It's even that much worse. The only reason why he's on this earth is because of that silver tongue of his. To be honest with you, is the only reason why he's still on this planet. And so all those promises he gave to his mother, I think now it was always bullshit. It was always bullshit. Like, it seemed like at first it was just this really earnest love for your mother and trying to give her everything she needs and, just wanting to be the apple of her eye. But as this shit unfolds, as the rest of the episode, no, it's nothing of that. This man don't know what love actually is. He doesn't love anybody.
No.
He doesn't love anybody. He wants to be loved. He desperately wants to be exalted and praised, but he doesn't love a single soul, including his mother. And all of that, oh, mom, I'm going to do right by you. I'm going to get you everything you want. I see you. It was the same shit he was feeding Azal. It's the same shit he fed Sophia Falcone. The man is a master manipulator. The only thing he is missing is a Canadian residency and a porn star baby mama.
Facts. And a beef with Kendrick Lamar. Yikes.
She shows you what the moral dichotomy is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can both be in this situation. You have killed my sons, right? And obviously, in most other cases, that is an eye for an eye type of dealing. Except an eye for an eye in this case puts me in the exact same position as you. How do I have the moral high ground? How do I be the mother or how, the person who was deserving of raising Jack and Tommy? How would I be that and murder my own son? Like at that point, you might as well call the police and let them know what happened. You know, if you're going to end his life. But so I think what she ended up coming to the conclusion of was, all right, I will let him live the rest of his life trying to make up for the fact that he murdered my sons. And the more and more he showed that he was going to not only fall short of that, but not really truly have that as a priority. You know, how the hell is this man driving in a Maserati and your mom's not in assisted living?
Sure.
Fam, you worked for one of the biggest crime families in New York. You can't put her in an apartment somewhere a little bit better, you know, in a senior living, assisted living, somewhere nice.
There's that. And then I think we've seen throughout this episode the conflict that she's dealt with. Like, he was about to let her basically get her pinky ripped off.
That's what was the eye-opening part of it, right? Like, he finally hears it out of her mouth, and you can see the hurt all over his face that she finally acknowledges it. Because I'm sure there have been moments prior to this where, like, he had been talking about the boys or whatever, and she just looking at him like, you mother. He know in his heart of hearts, but she never really said it. So now for him to turn around and try to flip it back on her disease, like, man, he's a dirtball. He's a dirtball. Like, nah, the disease is working on your mind. No, fool. You were out with your brothers that day. Somehow you were home when I came home. They weren't. And all of a sudden we found them locked in a room in a sewer.
Man,
you
had a flashlight.
And he's so tied to the lie that, again, he would watch them mutilate that woman that he's supposed to love and would give the world and would do anything for, right? You would watch them amputate your mother's finger so that you can hang on to this gaslighting of yourself that you believe that you weren't the cause of your brother's demise.
Yeah.
There's another thing that he welches on here in this episode that shows that he doesn't really care about his mother either. Oh, I'm gonna murder my brothers because I want more time with my mom, or really just because I want to be number one. It didn't have anything to do about sharing time with his brothers. I just wanted to be the only kid. But somehow I cannot follow up on my mother's wishes and not leave her in a catatonic vegetative state.
Thank you. Yeah. Yep.
Right.
I wanted to bring that up.
My brothers at 12 years old, but at my grown age, I just got to have my mom staring in this vegetative state, crying all over herself, looking out over New York 24 hours a day, because that's where I want her. Not because I can't do it, because that's where I want her.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like she made that request at a extremely vulnerable state and made him promise.
She was very lucid. She could tell what was going on. She knew everything. She
needed help from the conversation
for this situation.
Yeah.
What the hell is up with the unexpected strokes, by the way? Everybody. Oswald is getting everyone a stroke.
Or did Mr. Krabs have a heart attack? Was it a stroke or a heart attack?
Same thing. I don't know. He had a goddamn coronary, and his mom did too.
Yeah.
He infuriates people so much that they literally had 2 heart attacks.
Facts.
2 very timely heart attacks too.
Big facts.
That's the one thing I will criticize. If there's one thing I can criticize, there's no way you should have Oswald Cobb in your possession 3 times in this show, and he got away every time. Got away every fucking time. Yeah. 3 times Sofia Gigante had Oz in her possession, tied up, and he got away every single time. I guess you could say 4 if you count the bombing in the sewer. Got away every single time. So I really enjoyed her as a villain. I feel like she carried very well. The end of her arc didn't really make a lot of sense to me. It will all blow up the sewers, so there's no more Bliss. So like I don't even really know what I'm doing here in terms of like my criminal enterprise. Oh well, Oz escaped again for the 3rd time. Well, I guess 3rd time's a charm. I should probably get the fuck out of here. Oh, but first I want somebody to bring me Oz so I could kill him at the airport. So I could kill him at the airport?
Dumb.
What are you doing? Have them send you confirmation of death. And then I knew shit was really going to go downhill for her because she was trying to welch on her deal. Oh, everybody, you can have this empire. You can have my house, but I'm going to set it on fire once I know that you have Oz. Okay. Chick. You're not doing yourself any favors. Like people don't have eyes on you. But again, it worked out. At least in Oz's favor, he didn't even have to put a bullet in her head. You know, she ends up going down for all of the turmoil that's going on in the city. That kind of cleared up something for another question that I had, which was, how can this be so loud and then not, catch the attention of a certain Cape Crusader? The answer to that question was it's going to be resolved very quickly, and they're going to have a scapegoat even faster.
Yeah. Yep.
And within a day, Sophia Falcone was arrested in jail in Arkham, and it was already sold up. They already had the whole perfect story. Shout out to Oswald and that resolve. He knew who to go to and what button to press to get that floated. But imagine getting beat by the same guy doing the same shit twice.
Facts.
He got you on the hangman narrative. Now you going down for all of this shit that's been going on around the city. And it's all at the hands of Oz again. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like Vic's little speech in the hospital really rang out to Oz in the sense that he really started to feel like he was a person of the people. And so he went to the not the senator, what was he? Congressman,
whoever, yeah.
Yeah, and he offered him a big win and sealing up the case with Sophia, throwing her back in Arkham, and I guess we got to get to it. Yeah, he unfortunately killed Vic at the end.
Oswald Cobb.
I hate it. Obviously, everybody loved Vic. I loved Vic as well.
He was down all season, man. And what's fucked up is that you was getting ready to let him go. You were going to let him go earlier in the season. You let him drive off and leave. Like, why couldn't you just do that again? Get out of here. Scram. Go wherever your girlfriend left. I don't ever want to see you again. If you ever come back, I'll kill you. If anybody earned that right, it was Victor Aguilar. It just go again. One more for the finale twice. Saved your life twice. It's another confirmation that Oswald is just the worst type of person. So when he gets what's coming to him, which is sure to come from him, there's no reason to feel bad. There's no reason to blame his upbringing, blame his circumstances. No. He is a true blue villain. but mark my words, that death will come back to haunt Oz in some way, shape, or form. It absolutely will come back to haunt him. It was a hard. Oh, go ahead. Go.
I was going to say I did at least notice a parallel. I'm not going to say that this is a connection between the two, but all of the people killing their leaders of their factions, there's at least a parallel there to maybe some sort of motive as to why he killed him. But then obviously he mentioned the whole family thing as he was killing Vic. So
yes, I think this was just I don't want to go into this next chapter of life with vulnerabilities.
Sure.
Which again, fuck you, because your new prostitute wife, she can come along, huh? She's great. She's fine.
Yeah, because
I
she
mean,
can
she's
play his
probably
mom.
slept with all the men in the rooms that you're going to be in, from now on, probably in her line of work. But yeah, she can stay, and there's no problem with that. Nobody's sure to dig up anything around that. No, it's Vic, who's never been seen in a legit room with you ever. That's the one who has to die. Yo, bite me, bruh. I hope Batman break his big size 12 boot off in your ass.
And then the other question is, what other way could you have to make him an unredeemable villain than to have him do that? Maybe killing his
I
mom, but
needed Vic
even
to
then,
fight a
that
little
kind of
bit
makes
more
sense.
too. Because like Oswald hella out of shape, and I don't think I seen him win a fight that he didn't have a gun in this season. So I would have got the rake in them eyes. We'd have got a
Kicked
couple
him in his
groin
bad
shots.
leg.
Yeah, no, we'd have definitely got some groin shots. You know what I'm saying? Or the bum leg. As soon as I stand up, like the only thing I would have had to do was get out of the grip of his left hand. Because I'm not about to let you put your arm around me and choke me out with one hand, and that's just about to be it. You're leaving with something. You leaving with something. A gouged eye, another scratch down your other cheek to match the right one. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to refit that brace because I'm tearing that hole off. I mean, it took him a good 45 seconds to get up out of here in terms of breathing. So we could have got a lot of action in. He was way too comfortable, way too suited and booted afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know who I think is going to use this against him is most likely Selena and her half sister, Sophia, right? Because she gets a letter from Miss Selena Kyle, her half sister, while she's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Selena Kyle had her own run-ins with Carmine Falcone in the first Batman, so she's going to be probably very motivated to get Sophia out, and then, of course, at the end, the very, very end, we get what we've been clamoring for here. I mean, it was brief, and again, it is what we were asking for. So they actually
And
did
so
the thing.
faded that you could almost miss it.
Yep. Finally, my boy Gordon, Jeffrey Wright Gordon, is like, oh shit's happening. Let me go talk to Batman. You know what I mean? Oh, and we also saw a glimpse of the mayor, right?
Yeah.
In town hall while Cobb was down there trying to wheel and deal. So yes, there is talks about a season 2. I did see the potential of him being in the third film as the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
This man has to go with extreme prejudice. So I'm gonna need my Batman to get off his no kill thing and handle that for sure.
Well, apparently, according to Colin Farrell, it's not happening until a third movie in which Oz will be starring in. So we got some time to enjoy how unredeemable of a villain he is.
Yeah. I guess so. Let us know what you guys thought about the finale of The Penguin. That's episode 8. Down in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The next shows up we got, I think, doing what's up? We got Day of the Jackal, Doom Prophecy, couple new shows. Of course, we got Force coming up here a little bit. I think that's around the first of the year though. So
Which I think it's Raising Kanan.
Raising Canaan. Sorry about that. Yeah, Raising Canaan will be up next as well. So go ahead again, like, share, subscribe. Come back for more content.
Facts. Make sure y'all like this video and check out some of our other recaps if you haven't already for The Penguin. We've done pretty much all episodes, so make sure you check those out. Peace.